Welcome to Concept Being the podcast, where the intention is well, but let's be for real. Life gets a little chaotic, and so do we. And that's totally fine. It's fine. You're fine. I'm fine. We're literally fine. And we're all about finding the balance while staying honest with health, wellness, and all the juicy topics that matter. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Concept Being the podcast, where the intention is well. My name is Jade, and I'm your host for today's episode. And I'm joined by Kaylee, who was your host a couple of months ago when we did the sound healing episode. So she's back. We're going to have a little conversation. We were already talking about just where we are in life. So y'all are gonna be in for a treat because me and Kaylee are basically in the same place while we're transitioning. Kaylee
Mm-hmm.
owns her own company. I own my own company, and we are going through it. 2025 has been rocking our shit in, we're hoping in a character development kind of way, but it doesn't really feel that way. So here we
You
are.
know what, Jade? Actually, hi everyone. Let me jump in.
Yes.
Tell you that I saw a shooting star today.
Okay.
So things are looking up
They
because I
are.
was thinking about it, and the thought when I saw the shooting star was, I was thinking about how I felt a little bit stagnant
Hmm.
before because I wasn't so structured and things were not coming. The flow completely stopped, and then all of a sudden chaos hit, and I was like, oh my God. And then I thought to myself, okay, sometimes you just need chaos to shake things up a bit from the stagnation. And then
Hmm.
I saw the fucking shooting star and I thought, mm-hmm,
A sign. A
mm-hmm.
sign.
Bless
And
up.
yeah.
That star is the only thing holding me together, by the way.
And you know what? Sometimes that's all you need. That's probably why you saw it, because it like the universe is just like give her this one thing. Like she's really,
God was like, here, baby.
yeah. Just here's a star. Like you need this. You need this more than anyone else. So yeah, no, I completely get it, and I feel like sometimes you do have to maybe like shake some shit up for it to like come back better and like stronger and everything. That's what
Love
I'm
that.
telling myself in my head. Because if not,
Mm-hmm.
then none of this makes sense at all.
Agreed.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think that so before we started recording, we were talking about the sound healing course that Kaylee and I developed, and we're new entrepreneur. Actually, are you this isn't your first
I'm
year?
not even a new entrepreneur, girl.
Okay.
I'm like 10 years into entrepreneurship.
Okay, but you know what? That's okay. Every
A
every
new
day is new.
industry.
Yeah, okay. But this is my first year as an entrepreneur, like a
God.
full entrepreneur. I've had Constable Bean for a while, but like this is like the first time that I'm like, I'm gonna double down on it. That was like my New Year's thing where I was like, I'm doubling down. And I look back and I'm like, Jade, shut up, bro. Anyways, but we're talking. I did this. No, I said this to myself. I was like, 2025, I'm doubling down on
Yeah,
Constable Bean. I don't care. Now look, but you know what? It's okay. But we were
but
talking
you
about
learned
this.
so much.
I've learned so much. Some of it has been against my will. I'll be honest with you. I'm like, I don't know that I needed to learn this lesson like that, but I think me and Kaylee both had like a lot of confidence in the course, the sound healing course that we launched, and it's good. I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like very proud of it, but I think that I have learned a lot about myself running a business and how this is what I have learned. I know that everyone's always like, oh, running a business is a spiritual experience. Like you can't just take one from the other. And
Hmm.
I get that. It is very deeply tied to me. And I think that I realize where I have some cracks and that shows up in the business. Does that ever happen to you?
Every day.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for the cosign.
Yeah,
Cause
girl. Every day I realize, oh, I realized I've been pricing wrong also, and I haven't been thinking about percents properly. And mathematics and formulas were never my strong suit in school. And so now I've been kind of studying math more because I've been like, oh, it's fine, but I realize like it's actually not fine, and I need to get sharper in like my weak points. So yeah, every day I realize I have a flaw.
yeah.
Yeah.
My my flaw also is math. I haven't gotten to, no, I knew that though. Like I knew that even when I in my other job, like people would ask me questions. I'm like, I'm sorry. Do I look like I went into this field to do math? I don't. Go ahead and chat GBT. I don't know what to tell you. I'm
Girl,
sorry. I
Google
know a
it.
lot of people don't agree with AI, but we could talk about that later. So yeah, math is an issue. For me, it's like chatting with people, like networking and stuff like that. I know I'm an introvert, and so when it comes time for me,
Really?
I am
Well,
100%.
you're such a good conversationalist.
I'm an introvert. I promise you. No, I'm not like an extrovert at all. Thank you. That I think that I'm an introvert cosplaying as an extrovert. And I think I do it pretty well. I
Girl,
do,
go
but
cosplay and make those networking connections.
like it. I don't know what my issue is, but this is also an issue in my real life where it's just like, okay, I can make friends, but like like holding it as like a relationship is like something that I'm like, oh God, like now I'm tired. Like I can do like the initial like, oh my God, yeah, and people are like, wow, like great. And then I'm like, oh, now I have to do it again. I'm tired. Like it's
Uh,
exhausting. Yeah, so that's the kind of person that I am. So
okay, you need to make like some really good. I have like two really good friends,
yeah, no, I
and
have
that's
good
it.
friends. My best friend, I've known her more years than I've been alive. Like I have good friends, but it's like making like people in the industry friends or like
Ah,
networking and stuff like that. Like
yeah.
that is where I'm like, ooh. But no, I have a good group of friends and
Oh,
we're
okay.
solid. We're locked in. But it's like making other friends that are like, okay, yeah, I do sound healing too, and like we should collaborate and stuff like that. That's when I'm like, I don't want to reach out. I don't want to say anything. And that is something that I know is an issue in my real life too. So, yeah. Yeah. That's been fun. And public speaking has also been fun as well.
Uh,
I don't know, like I knew that, which is ironic because I have a podcast, so it's like, what do you mean? But
yes,
I
but you're publicly speaking in your own private space. It's different than a live crowd.
Yeah, it is. That has always been a thing. And as soon as it's time for me to make like a TikTok video or something where I'm talking, all of a sudden I'm fumbling over my words. I don't know what to say. I'm thinking too much. I promise you. I promise you. Yeah.
Oh.
So those are fun. Those are things that I'm like, okay, you have to come to terms with those things and understand your kind of like your weak points so that you can build on them and
Mhm.
don't love it, but here we are. You know, you kind of had to be uncomfortable to grow. So, and we need to grow the businesses. So,
Girl, don't I know it?
yeah, putting sound healing out there. And like, I think that for me, it's not like a crazy concept, but I think for a lot of people, it's new to them. And so there's the aspect of explaining what it is before like they understand how it benefits them. Because a lot of people are always like, oh, it's like a spiritual thing. And I'm like, no, I would lean more towards like science. Like, you know, like this really isn't like a like
Ooh,
unexplainable thing. Like this is like
really science that
yeah,
backs that your
there's
cells vibrate at the vibration of the frequency that the sound plays.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
which you
there's
wrote about in the course.
yes, I did. And it's a great course. Everyone go
Yeah,
listen to it or go watch it.
I
'Cause
learned a lot.
thank you. I'm very proud of the work that we put into it. I think it's very beautiful and I think that it tells a good story as well. So if you guys haven't joined the course, there's so wait, Kaylee, explain like the
Yeah.
entire your entire True Alchemy like
You
school.
know what? Because I learned some things about I learned about life actually. So I'll explain it, but I'm going to tell you how I'm kind of tweaking it to it so the product can be better. So
Okay.
basically, true alchemy, the idea of it is to bring ancient wisdom back to modern life. Because I feel very attached to the ancient world. I mean, I live in Greece. I'm constantly learning about mythology. I'm always like at these ancient sacred sites. I love Egypt. I go to the temples, blah, blah, blah. And I just miss that life. Like, I really miss it. So I've been trying to bring it back through modern life. through technology. Now, what I realized since I built the whole business, I bootstrapped it, I spent a lot of money, like, and I made a lot of mistakes. I realized I had to get a job just to cover my expenses, so I also wasn't living in survival because you can't build from nothing. You
Hmm.
can, but then like the energy you're putting out is like so tight because you're not even marketing from a place of like this is a product that can serve you. You're marketing from a place of I actually need to make this sale or I'm not going to eat.
Hmm.
So it changes the dynamic of the business, and I didn't want that. So I got a job. In this job, it's been 2 weeks. It's been the most chaotic thing of my entire life. I've never been thrown into a fucking tornado meets a hurricane meets a fire
Hmm.
this much ever. I want to preface the chaos that has rained upon me, okay? I feel like I'm in a storm and I'm just like trying to find the ground, but it like doesn't exist. However, the good news is that from this chaos, I realized that people can't just they don't they're not just going to go into an ancient academy that I built, the online one, and know what to do.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because there's like a plethora of knowledge, and they're like, where do I start? So I have created something that I'm working on right now that goes step by step, and each course unlocks at a certain time. So, like, if you put in energy for one course and you complete it, the next course opens. Kind of like I actually wanted to make it kind of like Mario, like not Mario Kart, but Mario Brothers. Like when he's like finding Princess Peach and he has to like battle Bowser and he's like going from one level to the next and then the worlds change. Do you remember that game?
I'll be honest with you, I wasn't a video game girly, but I understand the
Oh,
concept of it. I know, I'm sorry, but
you
I
missed
get
the
what you're
Nintendo
saying.
DS
I I get
era.
what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. This was the best era for me, by the way. I was like always playing on this DS. So my idea was to build this for levels. So of course, sound healing will be its own section. It'll be its own paid for section because obviously we put in a lot of effort for that and you need to be paid accordingly. But this will be much easier for people to understand exactly what it is that they need to do, if that makes sense. Because the
Yes.
chaos made me feel like if I don't know the next step. How are people going to figure it out by themselves? I need to tell them.
Hmm. Yeah.
So right now I'm building behind the scenes to make it much easier for people to connect with ancient wisdom in their modern day life.
I think people will appreciate like the
The
guidance
structure.
of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
cuz yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right. Like I think that's one thing that I've also noticed is like I get it, but does everyone else get it, you know? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Where I'm like it's so obvious to me in my head. I'm like you guys obviously you use sound healing, you like regulate your nervous system, it makes you
Uh,
hot. Like what 1 + 1 = 2. And then I tell
mhm.
people and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. Am I did I miss a step?" And so I completely understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Hmm.
because, and I realized because I was so involved in that world, I completely understood how it went. So for me, it's very clear. Just like for you, it's very clear with sound healing.
Hmm.
But for people who are just kind of dipping their toes in, you have to really really get down to all of the details, which I also learned from teaching kids online. I'm now teaching like youth how to build businesses, entrepreneurship, social media, things like this, creative writing also, because I've written a few books. And working with the kids also made me realize that it's like one little step at a time, and you need to be so abundantly clear about what step you take first, and then how this one step first builds into the second step, and then the third, and then the fourth.
Yeah. I think what when you're saying that, like for me, like I know communicating is always like a it's in my personal life too. Like it's something that I had to work through in like therapy and stuff like that. So now that I had to do it for my business, like I'm like, Jade, you have to communicate with people. You can't be, you can't just be like, "Oh, they get it." You can't do that. Like that
A
you
whole new
can't
level.
no, you can't be like, "Oh, they're reading my mind. They completely understand what I'm saying." Because that's what I would do and then be upset when people don't get it. But now it's not Jade is upset. It's Jade hasn't gotten paid because Jade didn't communicate effectively. Yeah. So I don't love it. Like, I'm just like, oh, okay. So all of this is something that I have to work through. Lovely, stunning. Love it. Love it. But,
Yeah, of
uh,
course.
yeah. Yeah. Can I ask, like, now that you have gone back to work, you have two jobs and everything like that, and it's only been 2 weeks that you've had both of them?
Job, yeah. Both of them
How's
I got.
the how's the juggling going for you?
Well, I'm the manager now doing tours in Athens. So I've hired a team. So with
Hmm.
the team, it's much easier, which I also think I needed this skill. And so juggling everything hasn't been that hard because I'm kind of like, I'm really, four out of my six big signs are all mutable.
Okay.
So for me, like, being flexible and adapting is actually like my second nature. So I think I've understood like, okay, now I have an hour, so now I can work on this. Okay, now I have to do this. Okay, now I have to do that. And I really think one of my biggest skills in life, not like I'm in a job interview or anything, but just something I've learned over time,
Hmm.
is that I think I'm a builder. Like I'm very, very good at seeing what needs to be done next,
Hmm.
which I don't know why I didn't think of this skill in the first place, but okay, whatever. Slowly, the great unfolding happens.
Do you know what your human design is?
Yeah, I'm a manifesting generator. This is human design, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm also a generator, but I'm not a manifesting generator. I'm just a generator. So, yeah,
Mhm.
I think we
What's the
are.
difference?
Yeah, I think there is a difference. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I think it's one of those things where I know mine, I don't know anyone else's.
Fair.
But I think like generators are like the builders of things. So I think that that makes sense. I don't know how like the manifesting generator works, but I
Mm,
think that yeah, that makes sense is like you
yeah.
are meant to build things. And I think you're good at building things. Like you built an entire like spiritual school, which is really cool. So, you clearly are in alignment.
Just a couple tweaks.
Just a little,
And then it's gonna go smooth sailing.
100%. And 2025 was really like it was a buffering year. Like it was just like oh, we're gonna get there. And I said the same thing for 2024, but for real, 2025 is this is the last one.
It's the last buffer, and then I want
And then
something.
yeah, then we're up. Then we're for real
Yeah,
up
yeah, yeah.
because this
Girl,
has
we've never
been
been down. What are we
truly
talking about?
truly, honestly, like I like think about it, I like reflected on like everything just because I did go through. I was telling you before we started recording, like the thought process of like, oh my God, you kind of like failed. Like Kaylee was just like, oh my God, I'm just gonna go back to work and it's gonna be like so good for the business. Me, I like sat in it, I dwelled. I was just like, oh my God, Jade, are you really gonna have to go back to corporate America? You put your foot down when you said you weren't going back. And now look, it's been exactly a year and you're considering going back, and that made me feel like not so great. And I was just like, ugh, how did we get here? 2025 wasn't what I thought it was. And I was like, actually, bitch, like you traveled all around the world. This is not a
You
sad story.
did.
This is
You
not a
got
sad story.
tattoos to prove it.
Yeah, like I was out and about and I was like, Jade, that is not like a tragic 2025 story to be telling. I think that I had to sit with my mindset and be like, you're kind of like a downer right now. You're kind of like bringing the vibes down right
Or
now.
you're not bringing the vibe to the party, so
Yeah,
switch it.
we had to flip it and reverse it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
And
like,
you don't have to go back to corporate America. You can get a job as a barista. It doesn't have to be something you hate. Like I went back into I'm a tour guide.
mhm.
What the
Have you
fuck do
been
I
like, I'm like,
know? No.
but no,
Girl, you know how many
it's like,
books I've read? I've read so many books just to be like, okay, now I know so much information that I can give you. It's just basically I brought people around to the places that I found interesting in the city.
okay. No, I thought you had to go to like specific places and be like, hey, like this is and there's so much history in Greece. So
I
like
know.
I was like, oh my God, like you had to have these skills already because when I went on a trip to Greece and had a tour guide, they were just so knowledgeable about everything. And I'm like, God, you must have been like a history major or something. Like this is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah.
So
Well,
go
yeah.
ahead.
A lot of Greek tour guides, like they actually go to school for 2.5 years to become like a certified guide.
Mm,
I'm more of like a host where I just like take them to non um historical places. I'm just taking them to places that like I've found or like read about.
okay.
So it's not like I needed this skill, but I'm just saying like I would have gotten a job as a barista as well if it
Hmm.
came to me. Like I would have gotten any job just to pay my bills so then I could also still like work on what I want. So it's not like you fit like the I think the idea of failure is so subjective. Like you don't fail because you need to make money. Like that's just basic
Yeah.
survival instinct. It's not a failure. It's just a recalibration. Okay. So this one way didn't work. Okay. Now
Regroup.
I just have to regroup. I need some money so I can be in a nicer vibration. And I also thought about like all the stuff I see online, which of course the internet is such a
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly in the face.
Hmm.
It's hard because everyone's like, oh, just quit your job and like live your life. But you're like, okay, but you can't, like, you're probably married.
Hmm.
Your husband probably works, or you can live with your parents. Maybe you don't have your own bills to pay. Maybe you have a nice nest egg. Okay. But for people who don't have that, you can't just say quit your job. You have to give them practical advice. So, like, if anybody's listening that feels like, oh, I want to do this, okay, do a job that you like. Making coffee would be so fun for me. Making drinks is so nice. You get tips, you get an hourly wage, you got some money, and you can still work on your business in the daytime. Like, it doesn't mean that you have failed.
Yeah.
It's not a failure, it's just a recalibration.
A regroup. I'm like regrouping right now, and I'm like, okay, you know what? That's all right. I had to come to terms with it. I did have to sit with it though, because that's
Okay.
not where my mind went. But now I'm like, okay, Jade, you
Yeah.
didn't fail. Like, shut up. Like, I promise you, the last like 2 weeks, I got back to California. I think 2 weeks ago. The last 2 weeks, I was like really down. Like, I was just like, oh, Jade. I like literally didn't even tell anyone that I came back. Like, I was just like, I'm just gonna sit here with my feelings because it like deeply hurt me. And then I was just like,
I'll
actually,
make sure
Jade,
everybody.
yeah, like I was just like, actually, you need to get a grip. Respectfully, stand up. No, because
Respectfully, girl, you are pathetic. Stop it.
no, sometimes you have to like. I know everyone's always like, "Oh my god, you have to have positive self-talk," but like sometimes you have to just tell yourself like, "Shut up!" Like that's like annoying. Like if I was listening to someone else tell me their 2025 and it was my year, I would actually tell them to shut the fuck. Like I'd be like, are you so how
Don't
many
talk to me.
countries did you go to? Like, are you serious? And now you're like, oh, and now like it's been a year and I just don't know what I'm doing. Not the worst story to tell. So stand up, get a grip and regroup. And it's not a failure. I'm not counting it as a failure. We're just gonna figure some things out. And you know what? I feel like the thing that I'm forgetting is I'm not starting off at zero like the way that I was at
Yeah.
2025, like the beginning of 2025. Because at 2025 in January, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what my offerings were going to be or anything like that. And so I think I have transitioned a lot and I need to be able to see that. Sometimes I just don't see that. So, yeah.
It's hard to see it when you're in it.
Mhm.
And also you've got cool offerings like the Slumber Party sound bowl with like the
Yeah.
eye patches. Girl, if you get Hailey Bieber to sponsor you like eye patches from Rode, I'm not even kidding. Like this is like such great marketing because they're coming out now. Like I would reach out to her PR team immediately.
And you know
Like,
what? I think that I would like I don't think you said that on accident, but no, like the whole
oh,
sound bath with like the beauty thing, that is like what I just I will say I was all over the place for like at the end of not the end, but like I figured things out. I feel like I had to try things and then be like, no, that didn't quite work. And then be
yeah,
like, okay, but what did
entrepreneurial.
you like to do?
Yeah, that's what being an entrepreneur is, dude.
Yeah,
That
I thought I was different. Kaylee, I thought I was different. Like I was just like, surely I have like
should have called me and asked. Girl, that's what it is. It's all about trial and error. You never have the answers until you make the answer real. Once you have the answer, you're like, cool, that's the answer. Then you move on to the next thing and you're like, okay, that didn't work. Okay. I built that entire school and then I was like, okay, it's not working. So now I'm building an entire new platform to see if it works. And then we'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, You know what I'll do?
Build
I'll
another
build a
one.
new one.
I love that you're not like quitting is not an option because I think that
No.
yeah, it's not for me to like I'm just like no no no, we will. I think that's like the stubbornness of a tourist though. Like I'm like I said I was going to that's like I promise you people are always like, "Oh my God, being a tourist like you're so stubborn." I'm like I think that there's so many benefits in being stubborn. One thing is when I say I'm going to do some shit, I promise you I'm gonna do it. Like I'm doing it. So
There-
yeah, giving up is not an option with
No.
the sound baths and sound healing and stuff like that. We're gonna make this work. So
Yeah, and you've got a great story. You know a lot about sound healing. It is scientific. Actually, since you wrote the course and then I had to write it into the platform and watch all of the videos, I actually learned a lot from you and I adapted some of the things into my life. So, for example, for anybody listening to this who's like, okay, I'm ready to take this course, you should.
mhm.
So, for example, I teach yoga every Saturday morning on my rooftop, the one that I built here in Athens. You know what I've been doing for the girls? I have been making high vibrational water, putting an intention into the water, playing the bowl, pouring it into everyone's cup. I'm like, I feel like a wizard.
Yes, yeah. Do they love it?
Everyone leaves. They text me, "Oh my God, best day ever." I literally, the intention is, I hope you have, my intention is to have the best day ever because you taught me that intention is very important.
Hmm.
Intention to have the best day ever. Everyone was like, God, that Saturday was so good. I also had the best day ever, you know. After yoga class, I went for a walk. I went to a cafe. I read a book. The coffee was the best coffee I've ever had.
Yes.
Also. So you're a great teacher.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm like, all right, Jade, you have these skills, like girl, like go ahead and put them out there. And then it's like self-sabotage where I'm like, no, 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 I'm not ready yet. Or like some so
Yeah.
we're moving, we're shaking, and the course is amazing. I loved writing that. Like I have fond memories of like, oh, I remember when I was writing it like on the airplane. I was like, I would that was a state of flow. And I like think about it so often, like how many times in my life I've been in a state of flow. And it's only been like twice in my life where I've just been like, no. I would say three times where it just like came out of me where I'm like, where did that come from? And
Yeah.
writing that was one of those times where I was just like, who wrote that? Like who like you really just like I remember like I did it in like one big chunk on the airplane and I was just like, damn, girl, I didn't know you had that in you. So
You
yeah,
feel
I loved
unloved.
writing it. Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay, shit. I'm proud of myself. So yeah,
Damn,
no,
I'm good.
yeah, like I was just like, you had so many things to say, like, and yeah, I mean, if again, hate to beat a dead horse, or maybe this is just good sales, because that's the thing is like you're supposed to say it like nine times before it sticks in people's head, and that's the other thing. I hate repeating myself. So like with
So
sales,
important in business. It's so important. I'm
I hate
sorry.
it. I hate it. I'm like it
Yeah.
not only do I hate repeating myself, I hate feeling like I have to like I'm feeling like braggy. Like if I hate feeling like I'm like I don't know. It feels sometimes like you're like flaunting things sometimes where you're like, "Hey, like I did this and this happened." And it's just like, "Okay, like sometimes I think
But how are they going to know if you did it if you don't tell them?
I know. I know.
They're
But
not going to know.
it goes against my nature. Like in my head, I'm like, keep it subtle, keep it cute. And it's like, no, you have to like be loud about it, let them know like nine, 10 times, and be like, just,
Mhm.
and so that is something that completely goes against my nature. And I'm like, damn, girl, you can't be doing that anymore because no one is gonna understand what you're talking about unless you talk about it.
Yeah.
Newsflash. So, yeah. Imagine my surprise. I said, "Oh my God, in order for people to know what I'm doing, I have to tell them?"
I
Wow.
have to tell them? Wow.
More than once? You mean they're
Wait,
not they're not going to scroll all the way down my Instagram feed to find the one video that I made
one
in
post? How rude.
Oh my God.
Start
Like
scrolling. Stalk me,
what are
please.
what are you guys doing? Yeah. So that has been a time, but I'm glad that you're loving the high vibrational water. I
Yes, it's my
also
life.
Yeah, like I also make high vibrational water in my bowls and drink it in the morning and everything. And I really can tell the difference when I drink it and like whisper sweet nothings into the water and I'm like you're I infuse my stuff with like beauty and stuff like that because
Oh,
I
yeah, it's working.
yeah,
You're glowing.
thank you. I'm like make me so beautiful, so glowy, so magnetic and like drink the water and stuff like that.
That's my
Um
new affirmation starting tomorrow.
please do I promise you
On
what
it.
makes me so happy is like when you're just like walking down the street and then you hear the exact thing that you whispered into the water. I don't know, like that like sometimes I'll like I don't know, I like play games sometimes where I'm like I'm gonna say something random into the water like I'm an absolutely captivating person or like I'm the most interesting person in the world. Whisper, I'm so interesting and captivating. And some, I'll just be talking to him. You're such an interesting person. I'm like, it's the water. It's the water.
Uh,
It's the
affirmation
affirmations. Because that
working.
is such a weird thing for you to say that it had to be the
Of
water. Yeah. So,
course, yeah. I love playing this game too.
yeah, I think that
Yeah,
it's
and
uh,
actually, fun fact. So I'm dating a farmer.
okay.
So my friend is an egg farmer. He has a bunch of chickens, like 2,000 of them. I used to call him the egg guy. Now my nickname for him is the egg lord. Okay, so big farmer, super traditional Greek, teaches me every traditional thing, you know, very traditional man. And Greeks aren't like, they're very advanced and educated, but they're not super in touch with this side of things. So, like yoga, meditation, sound healing. I have gently forced the sound bowl upon him.
Okay.
So one day he has a lot of anxiety, which he's now coming to terms with the fact that he has anxiety. So I laid him on my couch and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just place the sound bowl on you, which
Mm-hmm.
Jade taught me, by the way, and
Yes.
I started playing it on him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? He asked me to do it for him now. He's like, it really helped me. I feel so good. He'll say, play me the bowl.
Oh.
Play me the sound.
That makes me so happy because I mean the whole way that I started like with sound healing is was because of my anxiety. So like I
Yeah.
know like how life-changing it is to find something that like actually helps because when I was like deep in my anxiety hole, that's what I'll call it today. I my anxiety spiral that's all I want. Like all I wanted was like relief from it. It was rocking my shit so crazy. And the first time that I felt all of the tension just melt away and just kind of open me up, I thought to myself, why did no one tell me about this? I need to share this with everyone. So I'm glad that the sound healing that I learned and shared with you, you're sharing with your boyfriend. Like this is like exactly the way that it should go. So this makes me happy.
Yes. I wanted to tell you that.
Thank you. See,
Yeah. So
okay. That makes me so happy. Thank you for sharing that.
of course, you had any doubts, like he's very traditional. And he was
Yeah,
like, no, play me the sound bowl. And I was like, okay,
I
whatever you
think
say.
that's what makes it more special is like when you get someone who really does not believe in it, which like we said, you don't have to believe in it. For me it's science. It's not like a spiritual thing. It
Yeah.
can be, but like it's science. There's science to back it up. And to have someone experience it and they don't believe in it and then they see you didn't have to believe in it, it just works.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
that's what I'm talking about. So yeah,
Yeah.
that makes me happy.
I'm with you.
Yeah. I know that we want to do a sound bath
Oh,
today.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's do it. So, for the non-believers of sound healing, Jade and I actually made a plan to do a little bit of a sound bath. I'll first share how I feel and then I'll share how I feel after. And I'll be honest. Right now, I feel a little I've had something on my chest lately. I don't know what it is. I don't know what emotion. I haven't sat with it. Haven't had time to sit with it because my life is chaos now, which is fine. I saw the shooting star, so we're good.
Yes, obviously, yeah, that's all we needed.
Oh, chaos. I haven't been sleeping as well. My mind has been racing. So I think my intention going into the sound bath, which Jade taught me is very important, is to um take whatever it is off of my chest and slow my mind.
Okay. Okay.
How do I put that into better words?
No, I think the way that you said it was perfect. Like you want to release whatever is on your chest
Yeah.
and slow things down. You want to calm down. Also, it's right before you go to sleep right now, right? Like it's nighttime.
Yeah.
So kind of help you go to sleep. So you're for me, and I guess we can talk about like my technique afterwards, but we'll focus on releasing for you. So that'll be how we do things today. Let's see. What was I? Let me just grab everything. How long should we make it? Because I know it's nighttime and you're a little sleepy.
I'm a little sleepy girl.
Yes.
How long should it be? You tell me, you're
Um,
the
how long
expert.
have we been on? We've been on for a while. Let's see. I think let's do 15 minutes. Is that too long? Okay, let's do 15
Okay.
minutes of a sound bath and
Okay.
then we'll do like a 5 minute like recap. Tell me how you're feeling and I'll tell you
Perfect.
everything. Okay.
So you guys, I will unblur my background so that you can see
Let me turn
me
on.
lay down.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right, I'm gonna guide you. Go ahead and lay
Okay,
down.
how should I be?
Get as comfortable as you need. Like, get everything that you need. Lay down. Put your blanket and everything. Okay, and
It's
then I'm
light
gonna I'm
off.
gonna guide you. I got you. Just make sure you can hear everything. Can you hear that?
Yeah, but can I turn the light off? It's so bright.
Yeah.
And then I'll turn it back on forward. Look at how nice this is. Huh? Good
There you
fun.
go. There you go. Get comfortable.
Okay, girl.
All right. Start to relax your body. Start to relax your toes and your calves. Allow your lower back to melt into the couch and be fully supported. Relax your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. Allow your tongue to relax inside of your mouth. And only if you feel ready, you can soften your gaze and then close your eyes. Start to notice your heartbeat. Start to notice your breath. Start to notice as your tummy rises and falls. Take an inhale through your nose. Hold at the top. And then exhale through your mouth. Again, inhale through your nose. Hold at the top. Exhale through your mouth. Biggest inhale through your nose. Hold at the top. Exhale through your mouth. Continue to find your breath. If you find that throughout the sound bath that your mind starts to wander, feel free to come back to your breath. Your sound bath is starting to come towards an end. Don't move yet. Keep your eyes closed. Just have 1 minute of silence to allow the sounds to integrate into your body. Start to bring your attention back to your body. Start to notice your breath. Start to notice as your tummy rises and falls with each breath. Maybe start to bring your attention to your heartbeat. Feel the blood pumping throughout your body. Only if you feel ready, you can begin to making small movements with wiggling your toes and your fingers. Only if you're ready, you can reach your arms and your legs out long. Raise them over your head. Maybe hug yourself to a tight little ball and then roll onto your favorite side. Hey, girl. Hey.
I am so relaxed.
Do you want to first I want to say, like, if you don't want to talk right now, you don't have to, because I know you just had a sound bath, but do you want to just give, like, how are you feeling? How's your experience? And then you could go to sleep after this.
Yes, you know what? I'm hungry, but I might just like go to bed.
Yeah, fair.
Okay. I'm not turning the light on because
Yeah,
I feel like we're in a slumber party now.
yeah.
Okay. First, I would like to ask what this flute sound was. Oh my goodness, I love it.
It was the flute, yes.
Where did you get it?
I bought it, definitely, I think it's from Peru, but I bought it online.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah, I love this flute because there's only one note that you can play, so you can't mess it up.
I want one.
I can send you the link, like if you want one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can definitely send you the link to it. I'll find it and I'll send it to you in WhatsApp.
Okay, so first of all, that was the first thing I wanted to say was I fell in love with this. Second thing is I am very relaxed.
Good, good, good. Okay.
All of your sounds were so nice, Jade.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that you like
Yeah.
them.
My God, are you crazy? I'm gonna have such a good sleep.
Yes, go to sleep, and I will say, let me know if you have any interesting dreams or anything like that, because that happens sometimes. You'll have really fun dreams after a sound bath, and then tomorrow, just make sure that you're staying hydrated and everything, and let me know if any thoughts or anything like that pop up. But yeah, I think this was. I'm glad that we had like a part two to our sound bath or sound healing chat, and I'm sure we'll have you on the podcast more because we we do this. So
We do
yeah,
this.
yes. I'm gonna wrap things up. I'm gonna let you go to sleep, but it was good to see you, and thank you everyone for listening. With that being said, I hope that y'all all have a good day or a good night, and I hope that you're well. Bye.